Hello, everyone. My name is Patrice van Isacker. I'm the managing director and owner of World of One. Some of you may know me from my other company, Van Isacker Exclusive, that represents other hotels. But this is my new project, which we started last year, and we're vamping up the exposure of the hotel collection. So if you want to show the first slide. As you know, some of you who know me, I've been born and raised in the hotel business, and I thought there was an opportunity to create something new, a bit similar to the brands like Relais Chateau, leading hotels of the world, but slightly easier for hotels to join with the loyalty program, sales and marketing tactics, to also travel agent training program, which we've just started now with
May
you.
you be blessed with long life.
So
Thank you.
the first slide will,
Sorry,
no
my
worries.
fault.
So here you see the brand World of One, and then the next slide will show you a bit of who we are. We're a multi-brand hotel group allowing independent hotels to acquire the Gravitas of Luxury Hotel Group membership. We focus on what we believe helps hotels the most: brand affiliation, sales and marketing, public relations, and a loyalty program. So that's a very brief overview of what we do. But obviously, we're very keen on working with travel agents and bring awareness of some unique hotels to you. And the first presentation is today. We have what's unique about our brand too is that we have 4 categories. On the next slide, you'll see that. On the next slide, you'll see the 4 brands: 1 luxury, 1 boutique, 1 unique, and 1 comfort. So 1 luxury is slightly more high-end. 1 boutique is intimate luxury hotels of high standard. 1 unique, exquisite hotels, unique in design and offering. And then 1 comfort, redefining luxury stay beyond simple comfort. So and there's a quick overview of our collection too. I'm not going to go in detail on the next slide. I believe that's the next slide. So we are going anywhere from Greece to Cameroon, Guatemala, several hotels in Italy. In Greece, we have Mykonos, Paros, Athens, Corfu, Thessaloniki, and Italy, Amalfi. We're joined by Francesco today, Cefalù, Montecatini Terme. I don't know how to fully pronounce that. And then that's the Palacio Belvedere, and then Torre del Nera, also in Italy, which just joined a couple of months ago. Today, we're also joined by the Capital Boutique Hotel in Valletta. And then the other destinations we have is Portugal, Montenegro, Romania, St. Lucia, 2 in Sri Lanka, and Turkey. And today, we are joined on the next slide. I believe this is by Wild Culture Yala. This is a pre-recorded video, as unfortunately Jean-Marc could not be with us. Rosyth Estate House of Kegalle, Sri Lanka. We're joined by Ollie Dobbs, co-owner and director of sales and marketing. Capital Boutique Hotel in Valletta, Malta. We're joined by Sylvia and Kira. Kira is sales marketing manager, and Sylvia is the general manager. Then Hotel Piccolo Sant'Andrea in Amalfi, joined by the general manager, Francesco Berto. And last but not least, the Palazzo Ludovice. This is the only hotel I have seen in person, so I could probably answer more questions about this property. Hopefully, I'll see a lot more in the next 2 years. But that's a beautiful property in Lisbon, and we're joined by Teresa Abreu, who's the sales and marketing manager of the property. So a couple more things on the next slide. Actually, that's presentation was slightly different, but we'll go first to the Wild Culture Yala presentation of Sri Lanka. And this is Jean-Marc Flambert.
Hi, Ayubowan. Ayubowan means may you be blessed with long life. Thank you for joining this quick presentation on wild culture in Sri Lanka. My name is Jean-Marc Flambert. Wild culture is located on the southernmost tip of Sri Lanka. If you look at the image on the left, you can see the arrow, and on the image on the right, you can see the area in green. That is called the Yala National Park. It's one of 11 national parks in Sri Lanka. This particular one, Yala, is the size of Antigua, just to give you an idea of scale. It's a beautiful national park, which is well known for having the highest density of leopard in the world. We have different parts of the park. It's divided into 5 blocks. Typically, our guests at Wild Culture enter block 1, the most popular one, which has a lot of dense jungle, some open areas, waterways, and you can see elephant, you can see leopard, deer, you can see the sloth bear. We have peacocks and hundreds of birds, crocodiles. It's a beautiful 3 to 4 hour experience. Our property, Wild Culture, is located just 20 minutes from this popular Block 1 entrance of Palacio. We're in a residential area, not in the buffer zone, and this makes a big difference because when you're in a residential area, you can have landscape gardens. You don't have monkeys jumping around, you don't have snakes slithering around, and that is great. Don't get me wrong. Some people want that immersive experience, and that's not what we provide. We provide some lovely comfort and luxury. We're surrounded by paddy fields, which allows you to learn about the rice culture and just enjoy beautiful views. We have 8 rooms and 2 swimming pools, which is a bit crazy, I know, but the owners wanted to make sure there was plenty of space, and the views are absolutely spectacular. During the day, our guests relax by the pool, they listen to music. We have lots of little nooks and corners, so you have your privacy. Beautiful landscape garden, really good for children to come around and run around and enjoy the space, because generally in the jungle you don't have manicured areas, so this is a real oasis in a sense. And we also have a complete change when the sun starts to set. Very often the sunsets are absolutely spectacular. This is a picture I took when I was out last August with the family. And it really changes when the night starts to fall, the lights come on, the cocktails come out, and we have a fire lighting ceremony every evening. We invite all the guests just before dinner to come around. We choose one guest and we light a zip line bonfire. So a fireball is lit, it zips down a wire and then lights the fireplace. Absolutely amazing experience. The service at Wild Culture is really special, whether it is serving during the day a panini or a fish king coconut, which is very, very sweet in Sri Lanka, or whether it's the intricacies of preparing your cocktail or your next meal. The food is a variety of color and flavors. Your mouth will blow up if not with the spice, with the different flavors. And we have both Sri Lankan cuisine as well as Western cuisine, and some fusion, some in between. And all our meals are a la carte. All our meals are, there's no buffets with 8 rooms. We have 2 types of rooms. We have the king room, which is a double bed. Look at that view. Imagine sitting out here in the evening, having a drink, and enjoying that view. The second room we have is the king suite. The king suite is a larger room. It has a day bed, which you can watch TV. You can't see the TV in the picture. And but we can add an extra folding bed, so it's great for a family of 4. We have archery in the gardens, we have basketball, and we're just introducing mini golf. And let me allow Annalise Days and her partner, a DJ in London. Annalise Days was a former model and also a Heart FM presenter. Let me allow them to share their experience in a few words.
Next up, Wild Culture. If I had to sum this place up in a few words...
It's giving me holiday, it's giving relaxation, giving luxury, it's giving bikini.
Everything here looks good, and boy oh boy did we capture the content. The room looks good. Pre the transition. The pool, splash. And splash again. Looks good. Even the reception looks good. And it's located in Yala, right next to the national park. Not to mention they have this super cute cafe at the end of the street, Cafe Culture, with its own selection of treats, teas, coffee and games. The food. Wild Culture did not disappoint. The food was simply
sensational.
We're leaving. Bye.
Thank you for taking this time to listen to our presentation. My name again is Jean-Marc Flambert. My email address and my telephone number are there. I'm based in the UK. Sorry not to be on this presentation with you. Contact me anytime and follow us on LinkedIn, Secrets of Ceylon, as I'm in Sri Lanka for 2 fam trips. So I'll be taking UK agents around and posting every day. And we'll, of course, be staying at Wild Culture amongst other hotels. Thank you, and Ayu Bowan.
For a moment there, I forgot that it was recorded. So before I hand over to all the other presentations, we're starting a charity. We should be live in a couple of months, where we'll be donating, getting hotels to donate stays and raising money for various charities throughout the world. And that's all I will share from the presentation. Now we can hand over to the other property in Sri Lanka. Over to you, Ollie.
Thank you very much for that.
And a big congratulations to Ollie. He just got married. So
thank you. It's been a bit of a whirlwind as my first day back in the office today. But yeah, I'm glad I've managed to make this. Lovely to meet everybody. We are Rosyth. We are a family-owned business. So my mum and dad own the estate. We've been basically we've been a hotel for 11 years, and basically we've turned it into a 10-room boutique hotel over that space of time, and really developing our experiences. So we're all about being quite experiential. So to give you a bit of an idea of where we are, we don't have a lot of time, so I want to get through a little bit of information here first. We're 2 hours from the airport. So where Jean-Marc is, he's talking about down in Yala. We're in the Kandy area, but we can also come straight from the airport to us quite easily, as we're much less than 2 hours now from the airport, as we have new roads that have been built. So we're an authentic tea experience. So we are a 64-acre tea and rubber plantation. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the kind of topography that we were sitting in. So we're low-lying tea country, so we don't have the miles and miles maybe of rolling tea bushes you see up in the high tea country. However, we have a real range of different types of plants, fauna, all over the estate, and we really encourage showing people around all of the estate where we are. So you can see we're very much jungle-like. You can just about make up see the house there on the bottom left here, but it has one of the highest points in the area, so you have some great views from the original bungalow. So if I just come out a little bit. So this is the original 1926 Planters bungalow built by the British. Basically this hasn't really changed, apart from the roof has been rebuilt just to modernize, but we've kept it in the same style as the old bungalow. And we have a lot of the original rooms as our entry-level rooms in the property. So we have a lovely veranda at the front where you can sit and have a gin and tonic. But this is coming into the living room in the main property, where a lot of people will congregate in and around for dinner. None of the rooms have TVs, so we have a fantastic library where you can pick up a book, and sitting on that front veranda, you have a great view. We have a swimming pool here on property with the dining pavilion here at the top, and underneath the sala where we'll do check-in. So that gives you a bit of an overview of the kind of communal areas of the estate. We also have estate tours. We encourage people to go look around our organic gardens. We're growing all of our own vegetables and fruit. We only really need to import into the estate the meat that we will use on the estate. Apart from that, we're growing all of our own herbs and spices and everything throughout. So it's a pleasure to do so. Sorry, it's quite a new presentation, and still getting used to this. I'll show you a little bit about our rooms. So we've got 4 room categories: classic, deluxe, plantation suites, and then the rock villa. Now, the classic rooms are the original rooms of the house. So as you can see here, they're not that small, but they are a bit smaller than some of the other rooms in the property that we have, because they're the original room that was built in the 1926 Planters Bungalow. So after that, we have our deluxe rooms. And this is where we started purpose building some of our rooms. So we really have a good range of different styles of spaces. So lime and coconut are 2 rooms, one above the other. And they have an internal staircase that connects the 2, and that works really well for a family looking to stay in one unit together if it's a young family. Plantation suites are very similar as well. You've got one above the other. There's a little bit more of a gap between these 2 rooms as they have a bit more privacy. But this works very well if you have 2 couples or you've got older kids who certainly don't want to be near mum and dad. So yeah, you're in one unit as such though. This is the T suite. It as an individual room is probably the highest category individual room with the best view. It has a beautiful view looking down into the Pinwella area and looking right over towards the Knuckles, which is heading towards the Cultural Triangle area. So the highest category room is what has been nicknamed in the UK tour operator market as the Bond layer, as it looks like a James Bond villain layer. It's a 2-bedroom pool villa. So the living room in the middle here is the main part, and the room on the right hand side is the master bedroom. This will always be sold as one unit, as the this is the Rock Suite, and the room on the left is called Banyan, and it can be sold separately. However, we do always envisage this to be sold as a 2-bedroom villa with pool. So as you can see, we've tried to make it quite homely inside, with a nice living space. This room does have a TV. If you want it with Netflix and a sound bar, but apart from that, yeah, it's all about getting involved in nature whilst you're staying with us. Oh, sorry. Go back. Come out of this. Ooh. Can be a bit tricky sometimes. So just come out of that. There we go. That's better. Oh no, it's gone back out. Do apologize. Let's get back out. Right. Just a bit about our experiences. We have the Elephant Freedom Project, which is an experience that we do condone nearby in the Pinwella area. It's 2 retired elephants that they're trying to look after, and it's quite an ethical experience. We also do cooking classes with us, and we really encourage our guests to get involved in it. It's an authentic Sri Lankan cooking class, where you can take your own cookbook away with you and learn the basis of Sri Lankan cuisine. We have a spa as well. We're building a new spa in the next year or so, where we're going to have more treatment tables and a private pool for the members of the people using the spa. But we do yoga and meditation complimentary every morning. We really do encourage you to wake up to the estate with everything going. I've got 2 little things. One's a video, and the final thing that we want to show is our social enterprise project, which we're very excited about, which is our artisan tea factory. So basically, we're producing our own artisan tea. So this is the ladies from the local village are plucking tea throughout the morning, coming up to our tea factory and rolling all of the tea. It's all done physically by hand, apart from using the furnace where we used to heat the tea and dry the tea out. Apart from that, everything is done by hand. And because it's a social enterprise project, 15% of what we make is going back into the ladies in the local villages' pockets. And that's a really exciting new project where we're starting to sell that tea into the UK, and we're going to start hopefully promoting it further abroad as well. I know that our tea is going to be exhibited at a show in America in the next couple of weeks, which is exciting, as we're part of an association called CATA, which is the Salon Artisan Tea Association. So people, if they stay a minimum of 3 nights with us, by the end of their stay, the tea that they have plucked on the first afternoon that they arrive, they can take it home with them. So I'm going to just finish off with a small little video, and this was a quick synopsis of the property. So just bear with me 1 second, see if we can get that to play. Just going backwards and forwards. I think it's not quite there. Let's try and play from there. I don't think it's going to play, Patrice, so might have to maybe send that on.
Okay, well, thank you so much. That looks amazing.
Never mind. That's a shame, but never mind. But thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Ollie. Over to the capital, Valletta Hotel in Malta. Kira, over to you.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. I don't know about anybody else, but I really want to go to Sri Lanka now. Right now. That would be lovely. Let me just get this up for you guys. Okay, can we all see?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here with my colleague Sylvia. My name's Kira, and we're from the Capital Boutique Hotel in Valletta, based in Malta. Really, really excited to share this with you. So we are quite a new hotel, I guess. So we opened back in 2023, and we are a small luxury boutique hotel. So 18th century townhouse, fully converted, fully renovated, and we have 18 rooms within the property. And I'll go on a little bit more about Valletta later, but Malta, very, very small island in the Mediterranean, beautiful views, sea everywhere, and there is so much to see. So Valletta is a UNESCO capital city, so lots of heritage, lots of culture to see, and we think that our hotel completely reflects that as well. So I'll first show you some of our rooms, and then we'll talk about the lovely Valletta and what you can do. So this is our deluxe room with a balcony. And I say balcony, it is a traditional Maltese balcony. So we have the beautiful windows. It's a great place to sit and wake up, have a morning coffee, and then open the windows and you are on the streets of Valletta. So there's the colours everywhere, the lovely stone pavements, and it's just, yeah, so lovely, elegant interiors, king size bed. We've got our lovely rainfall showers as well. And yeah, you can see you've got the private balcony area there. There's always workspace within our bedrooms as well. So this is our standard. We have 6 of these bedrooms as well in the property. So yeah, and then Sylvia, is there anything you would add about our lovely deluxe rooms, or have I covered everything?
No, it's fine. The balcony is the really traditional one. We refurbished them to try to bring them back to live. We added one additional door that divides the bedroom through the balcony, only for insulation, both climate-wise and noise-wise, because of the street show. Although the street is not particularly noisy. That's the modern addition to the room, but the balcony is the original one.
Thank you. And then moving on to our courtyard king suite. So as you can see, this room is very, very spacious. And it's really lovely because you're overlooking an internal courtyard. And when I say courtyard, I mean traditional kind of Maltese courtyard, not kind of UK courtyard garden. Okay, it's just and it's nice because we have a separate living area, really spacious bed. Again, most of our rooms, the beautiful rainfall showers, all the little luxury add-ons that you would need, like an espresso machine, smart TV with Chromecast as well, workspace, and a little minibar as well. And I have got these pictures a little bit further on that are a bit bigger, so you can see them a little bit better too. Anything to add, Sylvia, to our courtyard king?
No, as you said, I will just point out that courtyard is the typical Maltese courtyard, and based on how big the palazzo is, obviously there are different sizes of it. It's a court, mostly for some ventilation of the room. Ours is pretty small, I would say. I mean, nothing. But what's the plus of these rooms is the quietness, obviously, because they're internal and very spacious. It can be liked or not. They are, I guess, my favorite ones, but that's a personal opinion. So yes, guests just need to know that there is no view connected to it whatsoever. The courtyard, our courtyard, is not a garden, basically. That's all.
And then we move on to lovely sea view suite. So this is our deluxe sea view suite. So this is on one of the higher floors. So you have these views of the Mediterranean. I mean, who wouldn't want to wake up to that, right? So elevated views of the Mediterranean Sea, and again, all our usual features. Again, very spacious workspace, mini bar, and then we have our executive courtyard suite as well. So this one's slightly different. I think I've stayed in this one a couple of times for business, so corporate travel. Such a great space. It's literally like a mini flat within the hotel. So it is designed for business and for leisure. So you have a kitchenette, you have a meeting space, there's dining table set up in here as well as well as our normal features within the property too. So yeah, any business travelers out there, plan the next business trip in Malta, in Valletta. You will not be disappointed.
I think, Sylvia, you can earmark that one for me. Or maybe the pool one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Hot tub for business, right? So this is our superior suite with hot tub. I mean, Mediterranean views, hot tub, glass of Prosecco. So you have your own private terrace in this suite as well, and lovely floor to ceiling glass views, so you can literally see the sea right from where you are. It's lovely. So we have one of these within the property. But yeah, I think this is a firm guest favorite, isn't it, Sylvia? This one with the sea and the city.
It is. The only thing I would mention on these, both these and the deluxe suites sea view, is that yes, we promise there is a sea view, but we're still in the city center, so we're not front line to the sea.
Yeah.
We can't quite dip our toe in from the balcony.
No.
Shame.
Yeah.
So those are our bedrooms, all been beautifully renovated and designed. And I love kind of Mediterranean design as well, with the kind of Italian influence as well. It's lovely. So, and then something quite exciting, actually, and you guys might be one of the first to really know about it. So downstairs in the property, we have quite a small little lounge bar, which is what you can see on the presentation, which is really lovely after a day of exploring Valletta. Sometimes you just want to come back. If you're an in-house guest, we do offer a complimentary glass of wine. So come in and relax. And then very exciting is that we are very, very nearly finished, probably weeks away from launching a rooftop bar.
Wow.
With
Correct.
yeah, with the most beautiful views of Valletta that you can think of. So yeah, really stylish, really comfortable, and it's really nice. You get to meet the other guests. So yeah, if you want to keep an eye on our rooftop bar, then you'll have to follow us on socials as well, just so you can keep up to date, because you won't be disappointed with the views. So these are just some of the kind of luxury experiences that we can add on to your stay. So Sylvia and the team are incredible at assisting with, you know, booking any local activities and excursions, because obviously Valletta is the capital, but then we've got the surrounding areas of Gozo and Comino. We have a chauffeur service as well, which can pick you directly up from the airport, drive you around for an island tour. I think I had one last time I stayed. It was amazing. And then any in-room extras that can just make your stay extra special. So champagne in the hot tub, or if you are celebrating anything special when you visit us as well, Sylvia and the team will be very happy to help. And then, okay, so this is just some of the pictures that I've just kind of stretched out a little bit. So this is our deluxe room with the balcony that you can see just a little bit more close up, and you can see the kind of traditional Maltese buildings through the windows there. So yeah, you can just see a little bit better. Our courtyard king suite. Let's see the separate living spaces. So that's our executive as well. Our bathrooms. I always think it's important to see a bathroom in a hotel. I don't know why. So some of the sea views, I'll just skip through these. And then that's the private terrace with the hot tub. Lovely. Some of our additional, so that's our lobby when you come into the hotel. It's our breakfast. There we go. You can see the traditional kind of Maltese arches as well, keeping in line with the building. Maybe, maybe not. That's a view from the rooftop bar. So Valletta in general, such a beautiful place and so much to see. Like I said, it's a UNESCO listed capital city, pretty much year-round sunshine. Sylvia will tell me off for that, but
Yeah.
compared to the UK.
No, yes, it is.
Okay. And the lovely thing is it's a small island, so most things around are walkable. So there's so much to see just by going on a 20-minute walk around. You'll see so much. I mean, this is some of the traditional streets, and you can see this is what obviously ours have been renovated, but what the balcony rooms look like within the hotel. This is a traditional kind of balcony setup. And then Mediterranean views, lots of kind of boat activity and everything. I think we even offer, we can arrange private sailing, can't we, Sylvia? As
Correct.
well within
Yep.
so if that's your kind of
Last minute, possibly.
So this is the Upper Baraka Gardens, and it's completely accessible as well, and the most beautiful place to go and watch a sunset or a sunrise. It really is, because you're elevated overlooking the port. It's beautiful, and again, very accessible by foot. So St. John's Co-Cathedral as well, again, another beautiful place to visit, especially if you like your culture and history. And that's inside. I mean, wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Beautiful, isn't it? And then we got Triton's Fountain. So this is the Lower Baraka Gardens. And it was really nice, actually. There's so many bars and restaurants around as well. So you can kind of sit and just watch the world go by the Mediterranean Sea. It's beautiful. So there we go. You can hire boats for the day. And then we can go over to kind of Gozo and Camino as well. And I believe, Sylvia, they're about 50 minutes away, an hour.
Fast ferry. Gozo is 45 minutes from Valletta. Comino is a bit trickier. They're trying to put restrictions to go in to limit the amount of people. They're still in the process of deciding how to secure that. At the moment, the fastest way to go is going to Gozo and go to Comino then. So it's like kind of two boats, but yeah, a bit more than an hour.
We could arrange that all within the hotel for you as well. Because you don't want to be having to book extra stuff when you're relaxing on your holiday. And then diving as well. Malta's got some fantastic diving spots, if that's your thing too. So yeah, come visit Malta. I mean, if anyone has any questions or wants to get in touch, then you can get in touch with myself or Sylvia. You can follow us on socials, and it would be great to welcome you to Valletta.
And I'll send the details of everybody of the hotels to all of you. Thank you so much, Sylvia and Kira. That looks lovely. Some things I hadn't seen yet, so it's great to see that. Over to you, Italy, Francesco. Over to you. If you could take yourself off mute and share your screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you just took yourself off. Yeah, again. Yeah, cool.
Okay. Can you see?
Are you share? Did you click share screen? The little arrow up, green arrow. Is it green?
Just one second. Okay. Can you see the presentation?
Yes,
Yeah,
if you click
all
on
good.
the
Okay.
share screen, not share the.
So
Can you
on
can you
another
put it
side,
can you put it into full screen mode, Francesco, by pressing the little computer symbol at the bottom right hand side? See if this works. Down, down, down. Yes. There. Can you
okay.
press that and see if that
Yes.
works? Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect. Thank you.
From one side of the Mediterranean to the other, yeah, the blue sea of the Amalfi coast. This is part taken straight down to the location of the Piccolo. If you look down to the sea, these are the rocks right behind, right under us. This is a map showing where we are positioned in the Amalfi coast. That start from Sorrento, let's say, from the Peninsula Sorrentina, and from Sorrento all the way down to Salerno. And Praiano is the first village that everybody can see when you enter the Costiera for the first time, when you do the mountain pass and you see the coast from the far distance. The little village of Praiano is the first village that you can see. It's considered to be the geographical center of the Costiera. It's not a celebrity like Amalfi and Positano, but it's growing fast because we are in a very quiet position. And this recent years, Positano and Amalfi has been somehow, become famous for over tourism. It's quite busy every time. Logistic and transportations are very complicated in the Costiera. Basically, the Amalfi Coast is traversed by only one state road, really narrow and a lot of crooked streets and very dangerous. But you enjoy breathtaking views. I think I'm originally from the Venetian region. I'm from Venice, and so I'm not born here. I just arrived 1 year ago, and I think I will never uh, uh, forget the views that you can enjoy everywhere from Positano to Amalfi. But the good of the Piccolo, it's also the privileged position. This is the entrance of our hotel, so everybody and all the hotels are distributed along the state road, and then from the state road level, you have a private access down to your private road, down to the hotel. This is one of the pictures taken with
Drone.
yes, with a drone from this side, and showing our outdoor pool. We are on one of the few properties on the coast that has also an indoor pool, heated. And so we try to accommodate people also when it's raining. People is enjoying the fact that we have an indoor pool, especially in the shoulder season in April and October, when the weather can start to heat up or is starting to cool down. And so we are licensed to use the outdoor pool only from June to September.
Francesco, was that your yacht to the left? Is that the hotel's private
That is
yacht?
my private one. My private one. Yes, yes. It's one of the benefits of the GM.
That would be nice.
Okay, so this is the lobby bar. The house was built from an Italian engineer for the passion of the Costiera. So he elected the Piccolo like his new house. He moved from the Venetian region to the Costiera. He built it. And so the atmosphere looks more like a private villa than a big hotel. That's why we are, I think, like the one in Valletta, we are a small boutique hotel, 27 room only. Some other details. This is the terrace over bar overlooking to Praiano. We are starting with the entry-level category of the garden doubles. quite generous in space with an outdoor a little garden. No particular view, but the people are surrounded by flowers, bougainville, jasmine, geraniums, and natural lemon plants. A lot of lemon everywhere. This is the second category with starting to have a sea view. It's called Seascape Design Room. It has a generous balcony where people can sit outside, enjoy breakfast. Most of our room have outdoor showers. Yes, it's one of the characteristics of all the room with a balcony. We do have shower, obviously, in the bathrooms, but people in the summer, when they come back from a cruise or maybe from the beach, they like to take their outdoor shower, give a sense of liberty. This is probably, this is the most populated category in our room inventory. On the 27, we have 13 of these panorama rooms, characterized by this arch, introducing the open view to the sea on the side of Proiano. And people just need to raise their head when they're sleeping and they can enjoy the sea in the morning. So the perfect wake up, I would say. And so you consider everybody as a general space to enjoy breakfast, to enjoy room service. Most of the time, the typical day of our guests, they leave within 9:30 for the cruises to Capri or the Costiera. And when they are back around 5:30, 6, they take a shower, they enjoy a drink in the room or come up to the bar. And then they enjoy also our fine dining restaurant. You will see some picture later on. Another view from the panorama. This is our junior suite deluxe. This is giving an idea of what means to stay in the Costiera, because the Costiera literally fall into your room. So the coast is a part of the garden and the terrace. So this is what they can enjoy in this private garden mode and terrace. The junior suite are more generous in space. They have like a little sitting area beside the bed. The sofa bed can be open to be offered to families. We tend to give this room only to parents with the children up to 10 years, or maybe for 3 adults. But we don't want our suite or junior suite to be overcrowded for the quality of the experience. This is one of the 2 suites that we have. It's called Igea. Igea is one of the daughter of Mr. Sartori, the engineer, the Italian engineer that built the Piccolo, quite a famous entrepreneur. I mean, he was the person who built the automobile industry factory, Fiat in Italy. So the construction site, the big Lingotto, which is also a famous piece of architecture in Italy. And maybe you heard about the Vespa, the motor, the famous Vespa, the scooter. They're based in Tuscany, and Mr. Sartori also built the construction site in Pontedera. So it was a quite smart man. He died, he was 94. From the Igea suite, this is what they can enjoy. They have a private hot bathtub on the terrace. And the far distance you can recognize on the left-hand side, let's say, I don't know if you see my pointer, this is Isola dei Gai, and then Punta Campanella, the point of the coast just around, you can find Sorrento, and in the background, the island of Capri, Ana Capri, and the Faraglioni that we will see better in a different picture. Anyway, this is a multi-level deck suite with something like 200 square meters outdoor space. Another pictures, what you see in the far distance here, it's the Faraglioni and Capri and Ana Capri, and this little one darker, it's the Punta Campanella. Isola dei Gai is famous because has been elected the house of Nureyev, the famous Russian dancer. This is Odi Suite entitled to Odino Sartori, so the man who built the Piccolo. This is the only room we have with two separated rooms, a master bedroom with a king-size bed, and then passing through the corridor, you are introduced to the second room with two sofa beds, ideal, let's say, option for families and not wanting to share the same room. The beautiful bathtub in the private bathroom, it's more like an indoor a little jacuzzi pool with the big rain shower on top. This is the private terrace. This has a different layout, just on one flat floor, but as you see the view, I think it's amazing. The colors taken in these pictures are the real one. So the contrasts are really nice. The blue, green, and brown, and all the flowers that surround us. We are really immersed into the nature. Our breakfast terrace, overlooking Praiano. Ideal setup for the morning, so the best that you can expect when you think about the Costiera, because any destination has an ideal image, that represents it. It's the view over the sea and the typical villages. We do have also a pool restaurant, not so big but nice, always overlooking Positano, on 2 levels, where people for lunch they can enjoy, let's say, a more smart menu compared to the fine dining, with typical Italian cuisine, traditional, but also by the pool, you can just enjoy handy snacks. I mean, if you want to eat properly a dish of pasta, you move out of the pool, sit in the pool restaurant. If you want to stay in your lounges under the umbrella, you just can eat something with your hands, like a hamburger, a club sandwich, a good sandwich with mozzarella and tomatoes that are, I think, the best in Italy and this region. And some pictures of the people enjoying the view from the pool restaurant. Some pictures of our offer of snacks, hamburger, club sandwich, a dish of spaghetti di Nerano with the zucchini and cheese. This is the night setting of the fine dining.
Horrible view.
Yeah, I think it's nice. Yes, it's.
I'm just kidding. Wow.
And this table here is the most wanted for honeymooners and couple. We had a lot of them coming from basically North America and Canada. This is 80% of our market that represent. I'm trying to drop flags everywhere in the world, but it's a kind of hard job. Yeah, I mean, we are addicted to the American market somehow. This is one of the private terraces for couples, for table for two, and what they can enjoy at sunset is really the beautiful view of the Gai, as I was telling you, Punta Campanella, Capri, and the Fariglioni here. So special colors in when the sun is going down. Another view from the table, the most wanted table, a lot of natural flowers. We think that our garden is one of our business cards.
Mhm.
A view of the terrace from the top.
Oh.
Our chef working. We are not in the philosophy of stars, of sophistications. We want to work a lot on the raw matter, quality, and the right preparation, the right presentation. But we are not daring, strange philosophy or sophisticated things. I think people want to enjoy the true tastes of the Italian cuisine. So you have to feel the tomatoes. You have to enjoy the right pasta. You know that Gragnano, it's probably the most famous place where the pasta is produced in Italy. Is a few steps from Paiano. This is our team. This is Salvatore, a very, very sympathetic barman. Again, the terrace. the indoor pool, which is, I think, nice too, very particular, well detailed with unique pieces. And through the swimming pool, you go out in the back where we have our spa, patio for outdoor massages experience, and a private gym overlooking the sea as well.
Wow. The pool, wow.
And quickly, we do offer a shuttle service, which is very important for the Costiera from 9 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock in the night. So one of the issues in the Costiera is that if you wanted to be taken from Praiano to La Sponda in Positano, where you drop off, or maybe go to Amalfi, you paid an incredible amount of money. It's really expensive, 50 euros. So the shuttle service that lead them to Marina di Praia, where the cruise starts, to Positano and to Praiano, it's very much appreciated, like a must service. We offer, obviously, with our concierge, private club experiences. We don't have a private beach. We are well connected in the area. You can choose the one you think you like the most. The beaches are very expensive too. Both trips, private cruises or let's say public, to share in different time of the day. This is a picture of the cruise in the Fariglioni. The experience of the lemon trees, the path of gods. If people like hiking, you can hike on this path. It's one of the UNESCO heritage path. You travel near the sky, on the sky, over the coast, breathtaking experience. 10 kilometers to be walked, but you can choose to walk for 3, to walk for 5, walk for 7, and then back. It's really unique. I did it twice, so I can tell you it's really breathtaking. Wine tasting, and with some of the canteen that we have a collaboration, and then private transfer and tours to Pompeii and Ercolano for people that like, obviously, culture. Amalfi, it's also beautiful. Cooking classes and ceramic experiences. This is about, well, let's say a fact sheet with important information for the operator, and guest room features and services in the final distancing from the major points from airports on Napoli, which is basically the most important. We are 62 kilometers, but obviously because of the high traffic, most of the time bumper to bumper, it's really slow. It can take between an hour and a half and 2 hours, traffic permitting. And this is it. I hope you like it. We wait you in Praiano. You are all welcome. And thank you for the opportunity to present and introduce the Piccolo.
That looks amazing. I had seen some of the pictures. There seems to be quite a few new pictures too. So that looks absolutely amazing. So I know some of you have questions, if you can leave them till the end, and then you can ask all the questions in the Q&As. Over to, last but not least, to the Palacio Ludovice in Lisbon. As I said, I visited the property myself. I absolutely loved it. The food was amazing, service, the quality of the accommodations was exceptional. And I just thought also the location to me was very special, in front of this beautiful little garden and area where you have a beautiful view over the town, and a lot of little shops and artisanal shops right in front of the hotel. Also, if you like these hop on and off buses, it stops right in front of the hotel. And then there's also the very unique tramway that actually starts there. Well, one of them starts there at the hill, right? So if I make any mistakes, Teresa, correct me, but over to you, Teresa.
Thank you, Patrice, for the nice presentation, starting off. So good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us, and welcome to Lisbon. So I'll be briefly presenting Palacio Ludovice Fine Experience Hotel. The three main unique selling points of the property are, as Patrice said, the location. For those that know the whereabouts in the city, this is really the top top-notch location. We are in the old part where you can just walk around and discover the old neighborhoods, to see the bars, restaurants, the shops, amazing views. And as you probably know, airport-wise, the airport of Lisbon is inside the city, so it's about 15 to 20 minutes ride. Really, really easy. And we are right at the center of the three main neighborhoods. Not directly overlooking the sea, but just walking 10 minutes towards the riverside. Lisbon being the city of the seven hills, we are on top of one of them, and we can see most of the rooftops and old buildings in town. And the tram literally stops in front of the hotel, which is also really nice for any tourist visiting us. And point number two is the history and the storytelling about Mr. Ludovice that you can see here in your screens, and the building itself. This is nowadays a classified building. And why is that? Ludovice was a German architect. He moved to Portugal back in the 1700s to work for the King of Portugal at the time. And he was given a major project. That's the convent of Malta, a small village just outside of Lisbon. And that's nowadays a UNESCO heritage site. And he just built the palace to be his own house. He never got to live here. He died before coming to live in the palace. But the fun fact about it is that the construction was finished just a couple of years before the big earthquake of Lisbon that you've probably heard about, at least those that have visited the city. Basically, the city was totally destroyed. We had the earthquake, tsunami, and a fire. And interesting is that this one did not collapse. And of course, the city was working for the king. The king wanted to understand why this house in particular had resisted so well. And they realized that Mr. Ludovice, in German, of course, he was used here a new construction technique that's anti-seismic. So the orders of the king to his minister that was in charge for the reconstruction of the city, Lisbon will have to be rebuilt using this same technique. This means that the palace served as an inspirational model for the looks of the city nowadays. And you can see on the bottom right-hand side of your screens, the picture that Lisbon nowadays, that's old Lisbon today. And if you see, there are a lot of similarities to the building of the hotel. And this is why we are nowadays a classified building. But of course, keeping in mind he was an architect, and lucky enough for us, we can see most of the original beauties that were used back then. And it's been a huge project that took nearly 6 years to renovate and to turn into a hotel. Boutique hotel, 61 rooms. And as I said, this is our chapel. It's the original chapel of the palace. Anyone visiting can also appreciate the more than 3,000 tiles that have been renovated, original tiles from the 18th and 19th century. And of course, there are multiple places that can still be seen and really feel the history inside the property. The rooms, quite unique as this one. We only have 2 that are covered in tiles such as this. And the reason is Mr. Ludovice was a man ahead of his time. And when he planned his house, he also thought of taking some revenue out of it. So he planned on the 2nd and 3rd floor apartments that he would rent to families. And on each of these floors, there would be a kitchen where people would gather and cook their meals. And these 2 rooms that are now covered in tiles were actually old kitchens in the palace. And as I say, this is as Portuguese as it gets, because these are the Portuguese tiles from the 18th century. But keeping this was a private house, all rooms are different. We have 7 different room types, and even though within the same room category, they are different. All the spaces had to be adapted, but the style and the ambience is the same that you see in the pictures. Always the pastel tones, very good balance between the original classical elements of the building and the contemporary design. This is just a look of our prestige suite, Ludovice Prestige Suite. We have 2 of these, and it's our top suite. It's an open space suite, 65 square meters, and with incredible views over the city, and 2 small balconies to enjoy it. And just a look of the bathroom. As Kira was saying, it's important to see the bathrooms in the hotels. I do agree. And no matter the room you're in, the style of the bathroom is exactly as you see here. We also have 2 small rooms that we can adapt into any events, social event, family celebration for dinner, anniversary, small weddings. We do have a chapel for civil ceremonies, or a corporate small event, or they can just be used as an extension of the restaurant. The restaurant being located in the inner courtyard of the palace, it's covered, but covered in glass. So we do have beautiful light of Lisbon all day and incredible mixture of lights in the evening. So here we continue the third part, the wine experience. So we spoke about the location, the history and the storytelling and the wine experience. It's something that you don't find in Lisbon besides our offer. You do have it in the Douro Valley and in Porto, but it's quite unique at the capital center of Lisbon. There is a reason for it, and I'll go back to it. We do have wine tastings every day. We offer 1 wine tasting per stay to all our guests. And then we also have the sommelier class for those that want to invest a little bit more in their learning about Portuguese wines. Over 100 Portuguese wines variety available, including our own Palacio Ludovice wine. Then in the restaurant, we couldn't miss the wine pairing dinners. And the newest one is quite different and very popular. It's the reverse. So the client will pick the wines from the menu, and then the chef will come up to him and he will build the menu for the meal according to the wine selected. Also at the bar, you cannot miss this one. We have wine selection, signature wine selection, cocktail selection, pardon me, where all the cocktails, and it's a group of 8 cocktails, they have wine. So all the signature cocktails will also have wine. Then in the rooms, we don't just have like a VIP welcome amenity. We have a daily amenity, and every day the guest will have something with wine. The rooms I did not mention, but here it is. We have Kegalle Boutique Spa, the only one in the city, and in the rooms, of course, the amenities are also from the brand. It's a French brand for those who don't know it, and their products are made out of the grape, and the treatments are, of course, vinotherapy treatments. And our unique and amazing fitness center. For a boutique hotel, I can say this is definitely one of the best equipped I've ever seen. And it's located on the 1st floor, so we do have natural light coming in, and it feels like you're traveling in time with all these vaults and this brick ceiling. Last but not least, the Port Wine Institute. So why are we a wine experience hotel? The Port Wine Institute is the organization that officially represents all the Douro and Port Wine region, and they have been here in the property since 1945. So this is the place everyone that asks while in Lisbon, where can I try port wine? They would be sent here. So they stayed with us. Then Kegalle, another wine experience concept, joined them. And then we found ourselves with 2 very strong wine elements. And that's the reason why we moved into the wine experience within the hotel as well. So this is us. There's a lot to see. There's a lot more to say about the hotel. It's 300 years of history, but I wanted to keep it short so you also have something to see and learn when you come and visit us. Any questions? We're here to assist you, and I look forward to welcoming you.
Well, thank you so much. That was amazing. I stayed there for 8 days actually, and I didn't get bored. I think what I could have extended actually. I was like, oh, I'll just stay here forever. One great thing too are the beaches. If clients like beaches, I think within 20 minutes you can have this most amazing beach be there. Also, even the Ubers are really, really reasonable. You can just get a Uber to the beach and it's 18 euros. I can't remember, but it was not expensive at all. So that concludes our first 5 presentations of our 22 hotels in our collection. Hopefully you'll join us on the next one. But any questions first we shall do, Sarah, yeah?
Yeah, so for Francesco, how many maximum people can sleep in the family room?
Is that for
Francesco?
So maximum capacity can be 3 adults, starting from the seascape category up to the panorama and junior suite. We offer 4 people maximum occupancy, 2 adults and 2 child up to 10 years in the seascape, panorama and junior suite. Only 4 adults in the old suite.
Okay.
In the category. Okay. We don't have connections, but we try to accommodate people with adjoining rooms, especially for family. They are requesting to have children closer, not in the same room. So interconnection obviously is the best solution, but we don't have it because of the type of constructions. It's almost difficult or impossible to have connecting rooms.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Sylvia, you would be perfectly positioned to answer this question. Somebody's asked, is Malta safe?
Yes, nowadays a bit less than 15 years ago, I guess, but would consider it very safe. Yes, obviously the basic precautions, don't go out with your bag open or stuff like that, but yes.
Super, thank you very much. This one is for Piccolo property. Do you accept small group reservations?
I drop a message in the chat. I say yes, obviously because of the only 27 rooms. I mean, we hope to have a long booking windows. I mean, to accommodate groups. I mean, last minute groups, it's quite kind of hard in the peak of the season. Peak of the season starts from the second half of May, so we are entering the highest season, and normally go down to the end of September with a little drop like a shoulder season in August, because it tends to be really hot, and so many people head maybe for Dolomites or some fresher place, and then normally we work depending on the weather, but we can work quite well until the 3rd week of October, and we are going to close this year the 2nd of November.
Super, thank you very much. Last question is from Layla. Will the slides be shared? Yes, of course. They will appear on the My Booking Rewards website, and I will send out a copy of the recording with the YouTube link, so you can rewatch it if you've got anything that you want to double check, or have a look at the photographs or the amazing presentations again. Patrice, do you have anything to close?
First, one more thing. We do have a loyalty program for direct clients. If you book any clients to the hotel, you can just let them know to sign up on worldofone.com, and then they'll be given the opportunity to request an upgrade and late checkout upon arrival. It doesn't really matter how they book, so it's not in competition with what you do. It's just an actual added value. And last but not least, we're going to give a prize away. Is that, we just have to, it's the first one who answers in the group chat. Is that correct?
We normally do like a spin to win. So we do a question. Okay. We do a question to start with. If you have a question, and then that person gets 10 points, and then we put everybody in a spin to win and announce it tomorrow anyway. So you have a question for us, Patrice?
Yes, how many hotels are in the World of One hotel group? Yeah. Well done. The first one is Peter. Is that how we do it? Peter Foster, yes.
Peter has got 22. Yeah. Perfect. Peter, you have your 10 points. Apologies everybody for running over today, but I'm sure we've still got 95 of you live. So you've all been engrossed and loving the presentation. So thank you very much for everybody that's joined us today. A big thank you to the amazing hotels. We appreciate you. So thank you very much. We will copy them in when we do the follow-up. So if you've got any further questions, do reach out to them and let them know. And Patrice, thank you very much. You're a star.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. Grazie. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.